Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Sir Sajad here. Today we discuss short question number 11 FSC first year physics. Short question number 11 is two vectors have unequal magnitude, can their sum be equal to 0? Question is two vector having unequal magnitude, can their sum be 0? We can say it is not possible, because when two vectors are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, then their sum will be equal to 0. We have supposed a vector A and negative of vector A are added, then their resultant will be a 0 or null vector. So, a vector having different magnitude, two vectors having different magnitude, their sum will never be equal to 0, because when two vectors having magnitude equal but opposite, then their sum will be equal to 0. Question number 12 is show that, question number 2.12, show that the sum and difference, we have to sum and difference of two perpendicular vectors of equal length are perpendicular and of same magnitude or length. We have to add question number 12. Dear students, question number 12, we have to add two equal vectors which are perpendicular, the vectors of equal magnitude which are perpendicular. We have supposed two vector A, we have supposed two vector A and vector B having values A and B which are equal in magnitude. Suppose A and B are equal in magnitude, we will combine these two vectors by head to tail rule. Their resultant is vector R1, which is equal to vector A plus vector B. Hence, we have done addition of two equal and perpendicular vector A and B. Their resultant is suppose R1. Now, we have to subtract these two perpendicular vectors which are equal in magnitude, then the resultant will be vector A minus vector B. This is minus vector B. The resultant will be this R2, which is equal to vector A minus vector B. As it is clear from this figure that this angle which is OP, suppose this is triangle OPQ and S. In this case, the angle QOP is 45 degree. Similarly, the angle SO and P having value of 45 degree. As the angle QO and S, which is equal to 45 degree plus 45 degree is equal to 90 degree. Hence, we can say that vector R1 and vector R2 are perpendicular to each other, means sum of vector A and vector B, which is R1, and difference of two vector A and B, which is R2, are at 90 degree. R1 and R2 are at 90 degree to each other, means are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, the magnitude of R1 and R2 will be calculated. R1 vector magnitude of R1 is equal to A square plus B square under root. Similarly, magnitude of R2 will be calculated by this technique, A square plus minus B square, which is equal to under root A square plus B square. It is clear from equation number 1 and equation number 2, magnitude of R1 and magnitude of R2 are also equal. Hence, we can say that addition of two vector A and B which are equal in magnitude and perpendicular to each other, their sum and their difference R1 which are R1 and R2 are perpendicular and of same magnitude. Hence, short question number 12 is proved. Dear students, short question number 13 is how would the two vector of same magnitude have to be oriented if they were to be combined to give a resultant equal to the magnitude of equal to a vector of same magnitude. We have supposed short question number 13 2.13 we have two vector of same magnitude. When suppose vector A and vector B, when they make an angle of 120 degree to each other, suppose vector A and vector B having equal magnitude making an angle 120 degree to each other, when these two vectors are combined by head to tail rule, suppose these vector A and B having values equal in magnitude, when they are combined to each other by head to tail rule, then their resultant will be, suppose this is vector A, this is vector B making an angle 120 degree to each other. We have combined these two vectors by head to tail rule. Their resultant will be found by joining the tail of first vector to the head of vector B. The resultant is vector R. It is clear from this figure that vector A, vector B which are equal vectors as given are their resultant vector R is also magnitude equal to vector A and vector B. Hence, we can say that when two vectors, suppose vector A and vector B having equal magnitude making an angle 120 degree to each other are combined to each other, then the resultant R will also have a magnitude equal to vector A and vector B. Question number 14 is two vectors are to be combined. Two vectors are to be combined having magnitude 60 Newton and 25 Newton. Pick the correct answer. Two vectors, suppose question number 14 is 2.14. Question number 14 is suppose two vector with magnitude, we have suppose vector F1 with magnitude 60 Newton, suppose vector F2 with magnitude 35 Newton. If they were to be combined, their resultant will be maximum when these F1 and F2 vector are F1 and F2 are parallel to each other, then their resultant will be maximum. Maximum resultant will be in this case 65 plus 35. 65 plus 35 means F1 plus F2 is equal to 95. Maximum resultant may be 95 Newton. Similarly, when these two vectors are anti-parallel, F1 and F2 and their magnitude are anti-parallel, then their resultant will be minimum, means F1 plus minus F2 is equal to 65 minus 35, resultant will be 25 Newton. Minimum answer, as the addition of these two vectors F1 and F2 may be 20 and maximum answer may be 95, as the resultants are, as options are 100 Newton, which is not possible, as the maximum answer of these addition of these two vectors F1 and F2 are 95, so 100 is wrong. Similarly, as when these two vectors are anti-parallel, their resultant will be 25 Newton, as option C is 20. So, this option may not be possible, hence option 2 is correct. So, correct answer as the addition of these vector is option number 2, means 70 Newton. Dear students, question number 15 is suppose the sides of closed polygon represented by vector arranged by head to tail rule, what is the sum of these vectors? Question 15 is, we have supposed, question 15 is supposed a closed polygon. We have supposed a polygon with sides. We have supposed a polygon with sides A, B, C, D, E, F, G, suppose H. We have supposed a closed polygon with these sides. As the sides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 sides are represented by vectors. This is a side, now this is a vector, this is also a vector, this is also a vector D, vector E, vector F, vector G. When these sides are arranged or added by a head to tail rule, then the resultant will be obtained by joining the tail of first vector means vector A to the head of last vector means vector H. As these are already combined, so resultant means vector R of addition of these 8 vectors A, B, C, D, suppose E, F, G and H will be equal to 0. Hence, when the sides of closed polygon, as this is a closed polygon and their sides are represented by vectors, this is vector A, this side is also a vector B, this side is also a vector C, also added by head to tail rule, then the resultant will be equal to 0. Inshallah, dear students, inshallah we will discuss the next article inshallah next.